Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world! We've been looking forward to it!
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats! Thanks, Linny!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go—
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny. Oh, these should be our... Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if... Oh, you little... Of course...
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I would be perfect...
Oh! Wait, that's not it, Paimon. Sorry. Oh!
A friend?
Oh, so you're... Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vaude.
It is an honor to... And as required...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor.
Ah, Mr.
Wait.
I saw you. Allow me to introduce...
Ooh,
No offense taken. And by the way, there's someone sitting up... I believe she is... So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become... flustered.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice?
All right, please wait.
Yay! The show is finally about to start! Ooh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give...
Hello, everyone.
I know...
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can free... So, both Lynette and myself have removed our vision.
Oh, good point.
Now, without further ado, I know you might miss her, but don't worry. Oh, and you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you... But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are, in which case, So, for my next trick, I will... Please, if my assistant... There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here. I'm sure many of our lucky audience... Now please,
Wow! Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have
The lucky audience member will be generated by... It selects number... Now then, let's begin. Let me see... Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! Please, come forward. My assistant will take... I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. You don't need to do anything. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up.
Oh.
All right. Like this. 60, 59, 58. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box. Oh, and no
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count...
No, that won't do. Come on, repeat after...
60, 59...
That's right, perfect. Keep it going.
54? Why aren't you counting nervous.
I am counting in my head. Merely a
Oh, alright. You look so serious.
40, 39, 38.
Mr. Linney, are...
Yes, I'm fine. He would be a disaster.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't... What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway...
25, 20.
What's wrong, Mr...
I seem to have
Never mind the...
No, that's
19, 18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know 10 seconds and...
10,
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7,
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5, 4, 3,
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0.
Ta-da!
What happened? Is this part of the show? Mr. Linney, you're going to...
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl...
This performance is over. Medical staff... No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the... Unfortunately, apparently the fire... As of now, and after it appears that this... And there are many...
That's the case that...
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show. Now that I think
That can't be right. He was in the box on the stage the entire time. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like...
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina.
But with Lady Farina...
A kidnapping...
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support. But with Linney. So no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and...
It wasn't...
I understand. Well, traveler, seems... Are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's... Very well. Linney and his... The audience may begin to...
A day isn't...
Lenny!
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course!
Yeah, I'm a little shaken. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but good to hear. I'm sure everyone sees... I don't know whether what happened... As for how that... Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't...
Which is precisely why we need to investigate! As this book says... The impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we were... Don't worry.
I think they look...
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. But with the guards watching, good thing you agreed to...
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since since we're going to start...
Ah, well,
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're... Tis tr- But if revealing our... We should go somewhere else.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation... Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see.
Huh?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd in. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it. This is the real myth. However, if you look carefully, the box was all these factors lining up so perfectly makes, if anything, the more
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well...
So in just a I know there's no I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, Anyway, you mean vet...
The investigation?
See?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Linny used the machine. Well,
It turns out that I'm sure you already know. In other words,
That much
that you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
So this is the... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. Wait, but... Whoever the murderer was, this people needed to Why would it... Hello there.
The seats were all booked in advance.
Sure.
Her name is Halsey. Apparently, the magic troupe Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all. That's how it seems to us.
Okay then.
No need to be so... It is of utmost...
I see that you're If you find any...
We don't have too many... The thud?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bait. I'm of the opinion that when the pyrotech...
Wait, wasn't the...
Perhaps the balance wasn't... Oh, that's true.
That does remind...
Linny's still talking to the guard. I think someone... Linny's still talking to the guard. I think someone... You. Yes, both of you. Over here. I've been keeping an eye...
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're...
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
From mediating and I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me Pop.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melou.
Huh?
My apologies, demoiselle.
No need.
Okay.
All merely trifle. That's right. Judging from the look...
Really? Wait, but how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. Farina sure was quick, but that's not... Anyway,
sounds more like...
Well, what's your opinion? All right.
Wait a minute. Did that...
Well, in your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial?
Well?
And why would that be?
Most astute, no matter how one... That if that can be...
All right, now.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants? That's more like it.
Far be it from... You wish to save a friend.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you...
I have nothing to add.
Oh.
We'll be making some preparation.
Sorry. Were you always...
Yes. So, the missing girl couldn't...
How can you be so...
Well, I couldn't see... But still, we
So, it's safe to say... Alright, thank you for your help. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
Understood. Then...
Very good.
You may spare the...
You've arrived. Who's this? Me? And these are my companions. Would you...
Oh.
Well, let's just...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, but before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic, remembering the details of a trick. Ah, good eye.
The back?
Very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly.
Oh, so there was a passage...
I knew you'd figure out the 2 magic box. See this the box with the...
This trolley can raise and... I see.
Precisely.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was... The audience member would only be able...
Right!
Ah, yes. My assistant and...
And what about... I was in the mezzanine.
Oh.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's...
I mean, we are and that's my...
So that's how it all worked!
Lynette would briefly... And then I walked... But as you saw, Cal was in the box.
We really don't know... If not for that And yet... Could we have a look around?
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynn...
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for...
Whatever it...
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which...
Oh! Paimon knows! And here's a broken...
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here.
But right! Ugh. What is this place?
It seems someone...
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways in... Oh! You're right! Let Paimon... Seems we're just about...
Yes, let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained. Let's find a place.
Apologies for the wait.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal...
They believe the guards have checked.
So the tunnels become like a...
In other words, the
Charges?
That's right. This is how a trial... That's right. The statements from both, to put it simply...
This also precludes any kind of...
Once both sides, then... Fine.
Huh?
In practice, yes.
Huh?
Because we've chosen...
They're concerned, and even if that were...
I'm ready to break out.
Whoa, whoa!
Of course. I just hope you...
In that case, let's just sort out our findings to... I mean, what better...
Huh. Breaking out, so... Just kidding! Just kidding!
What do you mean?
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Wait, you're carrying a...
Yes, I must be...
I have eggs, sugar...
Good one. These three are quite the interesting... And Paimon, Daddy, from the way you had these two guys carrying up, but you ended up doing the...
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging...
Paimon...
Oh, don't underestimate beating... Anyway, give the...
Only...
Well, eating...
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral... No need for concern.
All right, then. However, the magician twins...
Exactly! Why would they do such a...
The flower vase and resulting in the shadow... Perhaps the criminal...
Paimon thinks that makes...
True, but...
Huh. Could Halsey...
That's right. And even if she had tampered, nor does she have...
From the sound of things, your macarons are... What?
Please don't worry about it. At my age...
No, besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others... Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons...
Oh, Malus, set up the stuff.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons.
Exactly.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the eggs.
What?
snack time. I don't know. It would be all right. It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to... I'll be back if I find...
Alright, it's time to put our heads together.
Just relax. Even if everyone else... Besides...
Thanks, Navi.
Best of luck to you.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. Well now, don't you all look disappointed? That was to be expected. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed.
Since both parties... Firstly,
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case...
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could...
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh.
The roaring countdown of the crowd...
And you didn't...
No, nothing.
I see.
Huh?
Hey, hang on!
Yeah, I'm sure he could have...
I was right by the box.
Look at those scales.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundation... Tell me, aren't...
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the cereal disappeared.
I've got a feeling that what happened...
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then your first priority... The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the... good thing I made all those preparations.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Order! First, when the... Are these claims true? Please answer.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your
Is that really necessary?
The defendant deceived their own
Order! Your request is reasonable.
So, in that case,
Well, this is awkward. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire... Not to set the wrong tone or anything.
I'm very sorry. I know you've clashed with... But our organization is...
Right now, we want to save people.
as many as we...
That's right. I'm sure I knew if it weren't for our that's why I didn't wish to flat out lie. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to. Right. You met a Fatus who... But still, I'm...
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but... Right. Let's hear you...
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why, during our investigation, from that moment on...
Is that why you needed a...
That's right. So, after...
That air vent was created during the...
Well, nothing... Which should have been... That voice seemed to wreck... On the way back, After that...
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy
That's the only way we...
So, there you... It was never my... But, like I said earlier...
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty... If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, Huh?
Both parties have When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may
That, at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective. As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley, he did not realize that this... Finally, he used the... At this time, Cowell arrived, so Linny proceeded. Afterward, Linny passed... And there you have it.
Does the defendant's side have...
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced, and... Seems this... Seems this... Linny did not... Linny went... According to...
When the countdown started, but he immediately used it. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice. The crime scene had... Finally, he reached...
In other words, you believe that he...
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, assuming that...
Oh.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're part... Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course, you're saying that he wasn't.
Are you sure we don't need to give this more... Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought? That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime... The same clue...
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Could there have been a third? Halsey is the missing person. The deceased's name is Cowell.
Huh? That can't be right.
Oh, is that so? How?
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator. It would have been tough for both. Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. The deceased's name is... It would have been tough for both people to... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. Lenny was not in the tunnel at... No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. The deceased's name is... The deceased's name is Cowell. It would have been tough for both...
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things?
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the trick...
If only we knew... Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 ends, and it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know...
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come... The deceased's name is... The vase was not broken by
Paimon gets it! Lynette is... If there's a...
How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking... Magic tricks...
Even so, I trust the trap. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of... Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much...
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be... Guards, please...
We are still examining the... We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's... The notebook in his back...
The primordial sea.
The note's contents also... The notebook has many entries. One of these tubes was... The notes also state that these... As such, we will...
You gotta be kidding! Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain...
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that... Wait just a minute. Could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust...
Order! Order! Still, guards, Mr. Linney.
Of course. If we uphold this
Right! Like the metal hook! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the...
Now it seems like the hook rope. The deceased's name is Cal. The rope that held the water tank up. The water from the primordial... Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to... I remember there was... The deceased's name is Lynette was in the magic box on... The deceased's name is... Lynette was in the magic box. I remember there was something... Now it seems like the hook...
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine! In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon afterward, Bart!
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually...
Oh dear. Now, it seems like his notes mention...
On that note, I shall now invite him...
Thank you, Your Honor. And we've...
What?
That can't be.
Does this not, my dear? Linny did not need to take part in the having made modifications, but upon his ultimately, he knocked now as much. Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way. Is this the end of the road?
Oh no.
See, I think we've all... I believe this is indeed... Now then, my... excuse me, everyone, but I must...
Miss, I must ask you not to shout, and to...
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but...
Come on now, don't... But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them? And wouldn't such a trick... Come on, Linny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show...
I understand.
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait,
Isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true?
To be clear, I was hiding out. I was just feeling... Where should I begin? Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian. And I'm originally... I heard that Linny... That's how I make a living. But I was noted...
Hey! No wonder you look familiar. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. So I played I wasn't going to there was no... I slipped out after...
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, had I known that...
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now.
This time, we need to... The strange... Lillian... The flower...
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having been selected out of the blue, her panic only intensified. Hearing the commotion, he did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine. Mistakenly believed the two broke with no way of escape. That she would have to go.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting.
At this point, all the events that happened in the...
Ah, so that...
Bravo! Bravo!
Now then, Lady Please answer.
What? Are you reading my... No. I have no further...
Wow!
If there are no objections, then as the Chief the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, with some modifications to cover up any evidence, while he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank. Using the fireworks at the end of he poured the water. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel. If all had gone to plan, realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious. Lillian, according to her own... As for Linny, from this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused...
Hooray, Linny and Lynette! Amazing!
While there is much in Linny and this case at least, can... As such,
Victory for Ace!
Great work.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, how did you find the...
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect that... I'm sure you know...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a...
We were supposed to place...
And now that your plan had... Therefore you would...
Yes, our boss. It can also be made... We've been in this...
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruth.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me, but still. Let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess I didn't approach you with any... As for why I'm a Fatus, that was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting...
The Knave?
That's right. Back when our parent to survive, I took my sister. To my surprise, before long...
So you went from...
That was how we felt it, but... he would constantly...
That doesn't seem too...
After one particular... I waited a long time. The answer he gave me...
Oh no.
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care. And I managed to fare... All I saw was...
So...
That's right. Father, the House of the Heart... I was hesitant, but she was also...
Oh... So that's how the...
She has gained
So...
That's right. Today's case has all of us house members. To us orphans...
So... From small deeds like distributing magic pockets, to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at the...
It's alright. I just hope you can... If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me.
Bye, Lenny!
Hey there! What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for it?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving... Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah. I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Well, sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Wait, shall we...
Huh?
Well, anyway, it would just be a meal.
You don't have to...
Oh, wonderful.
All right, then. Let's have our farewell meal.
Ad Astra. I came here several times with my father when I was little.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, in that case...
Ooh, everything looks so good.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the...
And if it...
Well,
Yeah. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat...
Oh.
Huh? Speaking of cases...
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward.
If it hadn't happened...
Right? Yet it was...
Ugh.
In such investigations, even the smallest... To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities... It's not that I don't have... It's easy to guard against... Which is exactly why the Spina... Those highfalutin It's alright. Let's talk about something else. Like,
That's true. We didn't have a chance...
I've heard that there's a long line...
Yeah. Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you.
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the... I'm sure Lady Farid... Alright, I can personally testify that this one works. Valid point. Alright, you did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers...
You mean that if we catch her, why don't we give it a try after this meal?
Huh? Paimon...
Was...
No, it's fine.
Alright.
Is that so? If we're all finished eating, then...
Yeah, we're Hey, Navia! What are you...
Oh, nothing. So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine... in any case...
See ya! People...
The shit.
Looks like we're back here. Huh? Traveler?
Vache?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? Huh? Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Vache, are you... My dear Vache... No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? My memories feel like... How much have I lost? How many things that I once held... Yes, that is what I was. I do not know how I came to be like... No matter where I went. But now... No! The thought of me give... If you meet Vache... Perhaps that is... If only I could have comforted him. Is that what you call it? It was a state of... I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first... I think I hear your companion. Farewell, then.
Wake up! Come on, hurry!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand?
Quick, now's our chance!
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I do... I believe that
Mr. Callus's last wish.
Do not!
Sorry, demoiselle.
Thank you for your aid.
Sorry,
Whatever.
I doubt I know much more. Your performance tonight will...
And what...
None of these mecha have... I can only conclude...
What? Your
Yes.
I will continue it. Regard... Right. I suppose that's the best news.
Demoiselle, I believe that...
I know, she's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came... Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Chlorand who came out to save...
Oh, come now. Forget as such.
It will take 50...
If it were me...
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger?
Well, to be honest...
Huh?
Yes. All things... After we parted, that the Fanta tasted kind of salt... Fanta?
So the Fanta had...
Yes.
Spina di Rosso.
Huh? Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Bord. That's when I figured out that you...
What?
Well, you did... Speaking of which...
Well, it can't be a Oh, and this time Paimon heard it. Does that mean the part...
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad...
New intel?
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Yes, thank you. Oh, you mean...
Well, you did say... And besides, we're in this now...
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so...
You talk too much. Well, we also have some plans...
Don't worry, you two.
It's right up ahead, but Let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted any.
Huh. Very good.
I shall find rooms for...
Thank you, Malus. Now.
This is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged.
After all, we don't...
Seems like it's tough to... Your father...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me...
No. My father's name is Callus. 3 years ago.
Oh, no.
But I do not at the time. But strangely, that even after being seriously injured, to the point... 3 years later, how could he protect his honor? The closest piece of info I have is...
so
That's right. However, I believe I must know what really happened. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died, and now, here I am investigating...
Demoiselle.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. Master Callus did so much good, and even our supporters decreased greatly due to that.
Wait, if Callus was such a...
no. Perhaps people love watching the evil...
But how could... never mind.
There is one other.
Oh, her? Yeah, that's...
Miss Clorand. She knew Master Callus beforehand. There was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with...
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have...
Afterward, Miss Clorand told us that... yes, that is our understanding.
Oh, Papa. All right. Anyway, that's the thanks.
Yeah.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will...
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place.
Paimon gets the feeling that you... but...
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some
Wait, so you...
How could I after having such critical...
guess Paimon wasn't speaking...
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been... I suspect...
Does that mean...
No. There is one ray of... And that is the archives, kept by Chief Justice... If the Oceanid you met...
So Nervalette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard work. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Halt! Please state your business here. The chick...
Huh. This place does look...
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care.
See? They've got...
Yep.
If you're here just to crack joke...
No. What I meant is...
Oh, yes,
We're here today to report...
Huh. Is that it?
Of course.
Don't... All right then, I'll let you through. The chief...
Thanks so much.
Please come in.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur.
It's all right.
So you're...
We're looking for a man called...
Ah, I see.
Who knew that Neuvillette would be so easy to talk?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that there are no records of him either in the...
Traveler?
Is that so?
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus.
And what? Are you trying to console me? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. It's just like last time. You even told me then, in your eyes, the value of if you truly regret, why didn't you give me the power to stop everything? Was hanging, there are still if you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes.
I'm sorry.
You and my father, it's not so much that you can't feel. Oh well. And my apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Navia...
I'm fine.
You're right.
Now that I think of it...
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and that thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that. But didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait.
So you're saying... Yeah!
I really think... Alright.
Yeah! We're gonna make...
Do you want to go with me now? Great. There's no need. My father was the one. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you Paimon was confused. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for her...
Well, Malus, we're back!
Apologies for the wait. You said before that you still had
You still remember, right?
Yes, the case was quite simple.
Could you tell us a bit more?
Yeah, of course. Many years at a glance.
Wait!
Yes, he did. If you drink sin, and if you were to stop, as he oversaw
Boss's uncompromising act. Not only that.
Yes. Recognizing that. The man's name was that night. But then...
Huh?
Sounds just like Lenny's. Looking back on it, though... precisely. But, considering it now, you're right.
Jacques was an empathetic. I think this On that note, however... Our opponent, even though Spina, there is no need...
If that's indeed what he wished, was I not the closest person to him? What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful. Did he think I've never accepted that. I want to find...
Navia.
This is indeed the...
So you do know something else, Malus?
Yes, I do. But what drove...
What?
And the serial 5 years was knowing all of this. But as long as... If something were to happen...
Right. So...
As we've seen, boss...
No. I don't believe it. He never...
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard. Especially someone as proud as boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the...
So he chose...
I'm afraid you're not understanding this. If boss's spirit... I'm sure he...
No. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where... Yeah. I suppose that... But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. Huh. Malus, what was the key?
It's the location when he was threatened. But if you want to...
Why? If we know it...
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against him. There's no telling what... But a single visit... The worst case...
Then, in that case, why not?
Well, you saw...
Huh. But things...
You sound like you've put a lot of...
I am the butler. I've always been willing to take on any kind of...
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
Let me think. When I announced orders, if the vendors, after several rounds, the first...
Huh?
Yes, surprise. Thanks to his position, there's someone else like him, too. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild. In the beginning...
So...
Yes, it's a bit
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula. Although the guards most... Since Thierry is all...
I see.
To think that...
If you want to invest...
Of course.
You're too kind. And before I forget, proving boss after that incident, if it might help...
Aw, thank you so much!
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together.